Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming. I think it's good to be here early. We try to start earlier today because we have the award ceremony later, and it will take time for us, and this not to keep everyone very late here in the hotel. Yesterday it was several tracks discussion and pedagogical aspects of smart learning and the implementation of smart learning locally by thinking globally. We have seen a lot of experiments coming from different professors from different universities worldwide. Today we'll change a little bit the vision. Would like to see here how companies are thinking about smart learning, how they are working with the education sector and deploying the state-of-the-art technologies for the classroom, for the teachers, students, parents, and also for the pedagogical aspect, I think by creating contents, interactive contacts, putting them in the network, and also by tracking the activities of students, which is the most important topic. I think actually we are dealing it in the big data and analytics. Today, my name is Dr. Ahmed Dabba. I am the Technology and Services Development Manager at Ankabut, the United Arab Emirates Advanced Network for Research and Education, and also I am the Vice Chair of the IEEE Education Society chapter, and I am the Program Chair of today. To tweet, you have the hashtag iCampus13, please use it, and also all the sessions here are streamed live over Ankabut, and you can see them by the link of media.ankabut.ac.ae in collaboration with FVC and Polycom. Now, for the opening, I'm calling Professor Todd Laursen, President of Khalifa University of Science and Research and Technology. Please.
Thank you, Ahmed. Good morning, everybody. As Ahmed said, I'm Todd Laursen. I'm president of Khalifa University, and I've been here in the United Arab Emirates leading the university now for just over 3 years. It's a great honor on behalf of Khalifa, who, as you can see from the banner behind me, is one of the co-organizing institutions for this event. And it's a great pleasure to welcome you to this international symposium this week for the second day of talks and discussion. It makes me very pleased and proud to see the key stakeholders in this enterprise involved in this symposium. We've got schools here, we've got institutions of higher learning, learning experts, experts in enabling technologies, and industrial and governmental stakeholders, both in the audience and giving talks. And I think that the interactions and the discussion that they're having about latest trends and about enabling, new priorities in student learning is really vital. We've seen international trends in this area, and it's really vital to us and to other local institutions in doing the work that we do. Learning from these experts, exchanging experiences and best practice is of importance, I think, everywhere in the world, but particularly maybe here in the UAE and in the region, as a lot of the institutions of higher learning, and indeed I think many of the public school institutions too, are comparatively quite new and are really quite open and enthusiastic about considering, state-of-the-art techniques for making sure that our students learn in the best possible way. For Khalifa's part, together with our partners in EBTIC, British Telecom and Etisalat in particular, you've heard, I think, a little bit from folks affiliated with EBTIC, particularly yesterday, about some of the ways in which this research center is engaged in research and development of strategies and applications enabling electronic delivery of high-quality educational programs. So for our part, we're really trying to keep abreast of these trends as well. We're trying to add to the state of knowledge of these trends in a scholarly way, and the benefit that we have in working with BT and Etisalat in doing this is that the folks that those institutions bring to this center are very close to the market, very heavily engaged, particularly in the field of education. And so, like a lot of the things we do at Khalifa on the research realm, this sort of immediacy with the industrial and governmental sectors that need the technology we're developing, I think is very important in making sure that our research remains relevant. I want to give you just a little bit of a snapshot. I know there are some international visitors here who may not be familiar. I want to give you at least a little bit of a snapshot about Khalifa, just so that you have an idea. The royal decree that established Khalifa University was issued by the ruler just under 7 years ago. So we are a very new institution. Our primary campus is here in Abu Dhabi. Some of you may hopefully have the opportunity to visit it in the next couple of days. But we also have a campus in Sharjah, which at the time the university was founded, we effectively absorbed what had been a national telecommunications university run by Etisalat. And so the reason that's important is that all of the degree programs that we offer are undergoing international accreditation processes. The programs that we had in communications and electrical and computer engineering that pre-existed in Sharjah had already been internationally accredited. So this institution did a very nice job of sort of positioning us to make sure that we deliver a high-quality education across the spectrum. Right now, we're offering programs across engineering primarily. We have about 1,400 students on our 2 campuses. All but about 50 of those students are engineering students today. We have a program in international and civil security that is actually an MA program. It interfaces with technical issues. But this is a very technologically focused university that I work in and lead. The vision for our university is to expand eventually also into medicine, sciences, and management sciences. And so, but we're doing so from a technological base. And so, obviously, I think you can guess that what we're talking about here is very closely aligned with the mission of the university and with the educational programs that our faculty are developing. Just maybe a couple of other snapshots to give you. You've already heard about EBTIC. If you visit the booth outside, you'll hear about another research, I would say, venture that Khalifa was very instrumental in instigating, which is Ankabut. And Ankabut, of course, as Ahmed Dabah just mentioned a few minutes ago, is really a key enabler for high-performance computing, high-performance communication, and high-speed internet access, particularly for educational institutions around the UAE, and providing institutions both at the university level and at the secondary and primary level now with high-quality connectivity to learning institutions around the world and enabling applications that enable us to do a better job of educating students. And so Khalifa is very proud to have played a role and to be the host for Ankabut, and I think that you'll hear, if you have not already heard, you'll hear quite a bit more about Ankabut today as well. I guess the final thing I'd like to mention, I have to, as a university president, take advantage of the fact that there are lots of folks here from around the world. As a new institution, one of our key strategies for growth and for making sure that our faculty are at the cutting edge of their fields is to be very research active. And a key part of that research activity is developing partnerships with institutions around the world, high-quality partnerships. And so we're interested in student exchange, we're interested in faculty exchange, we're interested in institutional arrangements whereby we can put together collaborative teams to discuss key research problems. And we have a number of important research centers outside of ICT. I know that much of what you're hearing about this week, at least as far as we're concerned, is naturally going to be associated with e-learning and ICT. But we have a number of notable research centers. We have a large activity in robotics. We have a large activity that we're leading together with Masdar Institute in low energy semiconductor development. And so we have quite a bit of activity going on there. And a new aerospace research center that we just announced with Mubadala that's primarily going to focus on manufacturing of composites. Some of you who are visiting here for the first time may realize that Abu Dhabi is becoming a real player with both Boeing and Airbus in the fabrication of composite fuselages, tail assemblies, control surfaces for airplanes, and a lot of that manufacturing is going to be done here in the UAE. And so this is maybe another example of how our university, and other universities I should add, are really looking to interface well with industries and manufacturing sectors that are just establishing themselves in the UAE. So please, if you're representing another industrial entity from abroad, you're not familiar with Khalifa or an educational institution, please don't hesitate to seek me out or a member of our team out this week. We'd be more than happy to discuss collaborative opportunities. So with that, I'll try to keep us more or less on schedule. Again, my personal welcome to you. I hope you have a time during your visit to enjoy Abu Dhabi. The weather is just glorious now that it's stopped raining. And I wish you a very productive and enjoyable stay, and thank you for being here.
Thank you, Todd. And now, the welcome address of the International iCampus Symposium will be done by Dr. Jason. Please welcome Jason.
Good morning again, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, and the researcher and practitioner from the education domain. Welcome to our 4th International iCampus Conference Series, the International Symposium on Smart Learning for the Next Generation. The conference is organized by EBTIC in collaboration with Khalifa University and Kabul and IEEE UAE Education Society. The conference is a part of the iCampus initiative originated from the EBTICs. And it's EBTICs, as Nana mentioned, Amla mentioned yesterday, there is a joint center between Etisalat, BT, and Khalifa University. To meet the demand of the UAE region, this year's symposium event is on smart learning for the next generation. The theme is on the global picture, the big ICT picture in education, think globally, act locally. Some people ask me, what is this big ICT picture in education? It's actually what we're trying to do is to focus more on the ICT research and innovation, particularly on the education domain. That is what we're trying to push forward. The aim of the event is can be summarized in 4 areas. First is that we try to bring together the industry and the academics together so they can network and share ideas. Second is they want to bring forward the forefront research and innovation in this domain so that the people are more well informed in this region, and to raise the awareness of the local sector capability in education. And lastly, to align with the Abu Dhabi vision. In support with the Mohammed bin Rashid Smart Learning Program in the UAE, this big picture in big ICT picture in smart education has a view from a globalized mindset to transformation to a localized context. What I'm trying to put forward is that have a view of what people are doing globally, and then try to apply and customize it for the local region as you see that is appropriate or suitable. The focus here is to address the current issue and challenges in ICT research, innovation, and smart learning, particularly with a perspective on the global educational context to a local educational context, so as to meet the local individual, institution, and the region. To support the recent launch of the UAE Smart Learning Initiative, this event, this two-day event is open to all and is free and sponsored by our kind sponsor and supporter. And it offers all like-minded stakeholders a forum to exchange ideas, insight, and experience, as well as to explore multidisciplinary research and innovation within the context of smart education. To do this, my organizing committee, what they've done is that they have put together a very core program, consists of 4 sessions, if you're not aware. This 4 sessions basically is made up of the invited speaker and keynote speaker. Second is the roundtable and panel session that you've seen yesterday, as well as a research paper and poster, which is for this day 2. And lastly is the exhibition and showcase where you see outside. We also like to take this opportunity to thank this partner for this conference, which is edX, Activet, Mohammed bin Rashid Smart Learning Program, and ICT Fund. We also like to thank our gold sponsor, EAIG, Tabazu, and edX, our silver sponsor, Polycom and FEC, and our bronze sponsor, Sprinkle and Techknowledge. Without them, our committee will not be able to put all this thing together and bring the value back to the communities. I hope that you guys enjoy the conference and have a fruitful and successful experience in the conference and an enjoyable stay in the UAE. Thank you.